Hi, welcome back. Today our topic is to discuss all about roles and responsibilities of a software engineer. So, when it comes to roles and responsibilities, in every organization we have some of the other roles and responsibilities as an employee. So, in coming to software industry, there are few key roles that plays a major role and these roles have some roles and responsibilities. So we in this video we are going to discuss all these roles and responsibilities one by one. Okay. So here I have highlighted a few things. If you could see, the Scrum Master, Product Owner, Business Analyst, Project Manager, Team Lead, Architect, Designing Team, Development Team, and QA or testers team. So let's see each and every role and understand them, what are their responsibilities and how they perform their responsibilities for a project towards a project. Okay, so let's see the product owner. So product owner is also called as client or the end user. So yesterday we have discussed a few points about requirements and the specifications. So we get a project from a product owner or the client or the end user. So client comes to us, he gives us the project, he gives us the requirements, he gives us the specifications and asks us to build the project. So now before we go in depth, uh, I want you to understand there are two types of IT. There are two types of industries in IT. One is service based, one is product based. So if it is a service based, so what the companies does is companies take different projects from different clients. They provide their services to them, and by taking their requirements and the responsibilities and requirements and requirements and specifications. That's it. When coming to product based, in product based, what happens is the company has its own product, and by using this their own product, they collect the requirements of the specifications from the client and develop the what we say develop the client's requirements using the product that this organization is having. Let's say healthcare. So in some companies there is they have the payroll system. Okay, payroll system itself becomes their product. So now uh, there are many hospitals who use this payroll system. So the what this organization does is they find the clients who has a requirement of this payroll system, and they offer their product to them. And if they have any change, if the client has any change requests or anything need to be modified, they will inform the organization about it. And the organization, before delivering the product to the client, makes all the necessary changes, accepts the change requests, take all their requirements, and based on the requirements, the organization tries to modify the product and then deliver it to the client. So product owner is also called as client or end user. Okay. So there will be few. See if you here, if you could see, I have written in the middle of the project there might be some changes. So it's not only in the middle of the project. Sometimes before delivering the project, also client may ask, or after delivering the product, also client may ask to change what we say, to change anything in the product. For example, let's say some UI or any functionality that he might want the product to work uh, as per his convenience. So when he requests the organization about it, organization, if it is possible to do the changes in that way, organization will take up their request, and this request is called the change request. Okay. Next comes is the business analyst. So business analyst, what is his role? What is a business analyst? So business analyst or the business analysis person, he analyzes the requirements that are given by the product owner. He takes all the requirements and specifications, he analyzes them, he decides if we can do the project or not by connecting different meetings with the stakeholders like leads, project managers, and etc. And he decides the scope of the project, the duration of the project. Let's say if it is for 2 years or 6 months or 3 months, what is the duration of the project, what is the scope of the project, and how many people are required for that project. All these will be managed by the business analyst. And he also gives different environments, tools, and platforms to develop, like QA environment, dev environment, local environment. All these environments will be suggested by the business analyst. Okay. Apart from that, he also, after taking the requirements or the specifications from the product owner, what this business analyst does is he he creates different epics. He creates different epics. Epics are none but the higher, what we say, yeah, higher. What do we say that? Give me a minute. High level requirement. Epics are none but the high level requirements. From these high level requirements, there are n number of stories that can be derived. So let's say uh, notification. Notifications is the epic. In notifications, we have n number of notifications like SMS notification, WhatsApp notification, email notifications, whatnot. So these three, and in any organization, the major part of the notification comes here is email and the SMS. Some organizations use the WhatsApp notifications as well. Now, notifications is the epic, and under notifications we have three different user stories: email notifications, SMS notifications, and what do we say? The WhatsApp notifications. So under these three user stories, everything will be explained in detail. What needs to happen when a notification has come. What will that can that notification, email notification, for example, let's say email notification. So user should receive the email. After receiving the email, he should be able to open it. He should be able to resend it. He should be able to send reply email to the person. Or if something is processed, for example, if a payroll is processed, an email should reach to the end user or the employee to check if their payroll is credited correctly or not with the pay slip. So all these comes under the notifications part. This is one kind of notification. Some other kind is SMS notifications. When you get a salary credited in your bank account, you will get a SMS. Or even an amount is debited from your bank account, you will get an SMS. So these are the SMS notifications and the WhatsApp notifications. So if you could see, sometimes we get a WhatsApp alerts from credit card biller like Cred, or from different banks like DBS banks, IDBI banks, etc. So all these if you book a movie tickets in Book My Show or in some other movie apps, so you'll get a notification on WhatsApp, on SMS, on email, stating this is your ticket. If you book a train ticket on IRCTC, if you are from India, if you book a ticket from IRCTC app or Go Ibibo app, or if you are from different location other than India, then if you use some other app to book a ticket, so You'll get a notification through email and SMS for sure. You might also, if you have registered your WhatsApp number, then you'll get on WhatsApp as well. Now, all these are the notifications. So in Epic is notification. Under Epic, under notifications Epic, we have different user stories, and each story is explained in a well defined manner by the business analyst. Now coming to the tasks. What are the tasks? So yesterday we have yesterday we have discussed something called as development of the project and the testing of the project. So tasks are assigned to different people, like for example, let's say testing development team has back end and front end tasks. Testing team has test case design, test case execution, test case review, and after the execution of the test cases, if QA team or the testers identify some bugs or the issues, they will log the sub bugs, they will log the standalone bugs. So you might ask me, you might think, what is a sub bug? What is a standalone bug? So if you attach a if you create a bug that is exactly linked to that user story, when it is opened in the dashboard, you can see that bug in the user story itself. So that is called a sub bug. If you are creating a standalone bug, standalone bugs are created once the user story is closed. Sub bugs are created once when the user story is in progress by the QA team. Okay. So before going to all these user stories and etc., we have something called sprint. So what is a sprint? Let's see what is a sprint. I'll also explain about sprint here. So why I'm adding this point here is, as we have spoken something called as sub bugs and etc., you should know what is a sprint as well. Sprint is a 2 to 4 week duration of the project. So this will be discussed in further videos where I will be teaching on agile methodology and etc. But still, I just want to bring this point here. So in recent times, we have something called agile methodology that I will talk about in our future videos. But I'm bringing this point here because in sprint we have different user stories assigned to different developers and the testers. Now, if for example, let's say I'm a tester, I'm working on a user story called notification and a user story called email notification. So I found some issues there. Now this user story is in progress by me. I am still testing it. So I cannot create a standalone bug. I should create a sub bug. Sub bug that is related to this story. Okay, standalone bugs can be related to the story, can be related to the epic. I'll try to show all of this at the end when we will be seeing the Jira tool or some project management tool. Okay. Now, apart from this, business analyst has another business analyst does some other works, like he sees the project deliverables are done in the time. He gives the demos to the clients and the stakeholders. All these are done by the business analyst. Now coming to Scrum Master. Who is a Scrum Master? Scrum Master is a project facilitator. He manages the dev and QA team. So now you may ask, we do have project manager, we do have team lead. Why do we need a Scrum Master? Of course, we do have project manager and team leads. That's agreeable. But Scrum Master is a person who is completely dedicated to this project and who manages everything for the project. Like, let's say, development team doesn't have access to some Azure database. Okay? And because of that, the development is getting delayed. And if the development gets delayed, obviously testing gets delayed. If the testing gets delayed, project deliverables gets delayed. So now in this situation, Scrum Master comes in place and and he facilitates the accesses to the development team, or if required for the QA team. Okay, or he manages all the obstacles. Of course, there are project managers and team leads. They have their own roles, but still, the first priority for a development team or QA team is to reach to the Scrum Master or to the business analyst, where they can handle these obstacles easily. Now, just now I've said business analyst or Scrum Master. Why? Because in some organization we will have two different people, for one for Scrum Master, one for business analyst. But in few organizations, both the roles will be managed by one person, that is the business analyst. So that's the reason I use the word either Scrum Master or the business analyst. Okay. Now the next role is project manager. Project manager. What does this project manager does? He manages all the planning part, test plan. He designs the test planning. He monitors the software development. Okay, he defines the software plan, like testing plan, development plan, like how many resources are required, and what does they have the skills or not. If they do not have the skills, what will they need to be trained on the skills, or they need, or new we should have the new recruits for this particular project. All these will be decided by project manager. Next role is team lead. What does this team lead does? So team lead plays another key role, where he ensures the project or the product is delivered successfully. He mentors the teams. For example, if there will be two teammates. One will be for development, one will be for QA. So development lead, he will mentor his team whenever there is a help they need. He will give his helping hand. In the same way, testing team lead, he gives his helping hand to his testing team. They manages the conflicts between the teams. If you have heard this, development team and testing team is always like a Tom and Jerry. Simple say, Tom and Jerry. If a tester say this is a bug, developer says no, this is not a bug, this is working perfect. Now again, we have the tester have to say, give some proof saying that okay, this is not working fine, this should not this should work in some other way, but this is working in some other way. He has to give some. Now the development team, again, he has to check it. If he thinks it's his what we say, he can fix it, he will fix it, or else he'll say it's already a known issue that we'll be working on it later. So these discussions always goes on in a software industry. So these could be friendly always, most of the times, but this should not raise to the next level, right? So team leads help to manage these conflicts between the teams. So if a tester has to raise any concern, he either needs to reach his team lead, or to the Scrum Master, or to the business analyst. In the similar way with the development team as well. So in that way, the balance between the relation between development and testing team always manages perfectly. Next comes the architect. So in every software industry, for every project, there will be an architect. He architects. What he does is he designs the non-functional requirement, he designs the high-level architecture for the system based on the non-functional requirements. He also designs the functional requirements, and he is a person who develops critical functionalities like the flows and etc. He will be the main person to handle the most critical components of the software. Now comes the design team. So design team, you might think, what is this design team? It's all about. Designing team is none but the UI UX designers. I shouldn't say none but. So I should not use this word, but designing team does the UI UX designings. So what is UI? What is UX? User interface and user acceptance. These designs are done by the designing team itself. So now you might think, what is user interface and what is user acceptance? So if you are using your WhatsApp, you will have the interface like the colors, UI, everything you could see. It's beautifully designed. What is user acceptance? Now, if you are sending an SMS, you are able to type in your chat box. That is the user acceptance. So they try to make it very simple for the user, very simple and user friendly to use the application. Okay. So they also designs not only the UI part, they also designs the UX part where the navigations comes. So for example, if you see a website, there will be home, contact us, services provided, and etc. etc. Different tabs will be there. When you click on home, you will be redirected to the home page where some description will be written or some menu will be present. If you click on services provided, you will be redirected to the services provider page where you will see what are the different services we have. Let's say we all use Amazon and the Flipkart, right? So in Amazon and Flipkart, if you have to add a product in the web, let's say the web browser, okay? Let's say there is a Amazon web browser. I'll show you. So this is our Amazon web browser. So let's say um, we have Amazon Mini TV here. Okay, if I click on this, I should be redirected to that Amazon Mini TV. Okay, it shows some series and web series, short films, and etc. If I have to go back, I should just directly click on home or click on this go to Amazon icon. If I click on, I have been redirected here. So if you see, there is something called shoes. If I click on this shoe, I'll be redirected to that shoe to that product and see uh, what is this all about, the description and add to cart option and etc. So this is designed by the UI UX team. So the navigation part, the UI part, everything will be designed by UI UX team itself. Based on their designs and the requirements and etc., what the development team does is they develops the project. Now, once the project is developed, it comes to the testing team or the QA team. QA is quality analysis team. So what does this QA team do? Well, QA team is none but us. I am also a QA. So what we do? We do the functional testing or non-functional testing. So I am into the functional testing, and this course is also all about functional testing. So we'll be talking most about the functional testing itself. So the functional part. Let's say as I have given the example previously, the notification. Let's say I'm working on email notification part. In the email notification, I'll what I will do is I'll send an email. I'll see the functionality if it went to the recipient perfectly or not. If not, if it is a bug, I'll log a bug. I'll see the basic functionality and in advance, I'll see all the functionality involved for that particular user story. If everything is going good, well and good, I'll close the story. If not, I'll identify the bugs. And report them. Okay. After the bugs are fixed, what I will do, I'll retest the bugs. Okay. And other roles and responsibilities of the testers are to perform regression testing and understand the requirements. If there are any discrepancy identified in the requirements, reach to the BA, ask them to change or update the requirements or the user stories. and perform testing based on that. So these are all the main key roles of a software engineer, where we have different roles like QA, development, design, architect, team lead, project manager, product owner, business analyst, and Scrum Master roles. Okay, I hope you have understood all this. So I'll just show you what is this epics and etc. I have just made some design here. So epic is the high level requirement. From that we will have different user stories, and from different user stories we will have different tasks. Okay, these tasks can also be called as tasks or subtasks as well. Okay, guys. So this is all about roles and responsibilities of a software engineer. Thank you, guys. In the next video, we'll be going through the principles of testing. I'll meet you there. Thank you. Bye bye.